Hello everyone and welcome back to the final round back nine coverage of the 2021 Lexington Open out at Jacobson Park. We've got a somewhat of a close race, but Corey's kind of
pulling
away a little bit. He's, 5-6 strokes ahead right now?
Yeah, I believe so.
Only 9 holes left. That's going to be pretty tough to come back on, but hey, we've seen crazier things happen before. You never know. Starting off on hole 10, par 3, 264 feet. Very defined fairway down the left side with the basket up here on the right. A little bit uphill, so probably plays about 300, maybe a little bit shorter, but not too long of a hole. OB right. Technically OB left, but I don't think that's going to come into play at all.
Looks like it's a 7-stroke lead. I will say the back nine is definitely harder to score or get a comeback going on.
Yeah. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of very similar scores on a lot of these holes.
Yeah.
Tyler needing to turn it over a little bit more.
Been really good for the other placement of the basket.
Yes, there is a left placement that would have been absolutely parked on.
That looks like a good
That's
line right
perfect.
there.
Got to get around the last group of trees, which it does. Perfect.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Going standstill. I like it.
And he's come back.
I think that's going to wind up being good.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a 30-footer.
Yeah, 25, 30 feet, somewhere in there. I think this hole plays pretty well to Brad's forehand.
Yeah, that should be a good shot right there. About the same distance, actually.
Yep. It's a pretty common spot to land.
Looks like maybe a 50-foot putt here for birdie.
Get it. Oh, good try.
It's been close on pretty much everything. A scary putt. Downhill.
Gave it a run.
Great try.
Looks pretty good.
A little low again.
Yeah. Everyone's just a little bit off on the putting green, but let's see if Brad can turn it around. There it is,
Good
dead
birdie.
center.
That's birdie, Brad.
And a good comebacker for par. Couple birdies, couple pars. Usually not going to see too many bogeys on this one.
No.
If anything, it's usually just a putt goes wrong or something. Maybe a roll away down the hill.
So Cyrus and Brad will gain 1 stroke back on Corey here.
Yeah, puts them both tied at 13 down. 6 strokes shy of Corey. With 8 holes left to go, we got Corey with a 6-stroke lead. Brad, Cyrus, Tyler, Blakely all still in it. We got Kyle Holt down there, local Lexington favorite, still hanging in there. Still got a chance to place pretty high up here.
Moving on to hole 11, we got a par 3, 296. It's a pretty straightforward hole, wide open. You do have OB on that road, but other than that, it's just
This one feels like a must-get.
it's definitely a must-get here.
Especially for these guys trying to compete for the title for it. I might give it a go. Ooh, a little long.
That is about the only mistake you can have on this hole, is to go a little long and have to putt around those trees.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
Being short's perfectly fine, but being
That's a
long,
great shot.
Absolutely. It's maybe looking a little bit short. That's kind of died on him.
Yeah, that wind play is...
You can tell he was pretty surprised by that. It's looking like a buzz from Tyler. Great shot.
Great shot.
Oh, that was a cool little bike over there on the road.
Another good shot.
Absolutely. A little right, but nothing wrong with that.
Another long putt for Corey.
Oh,
You knew it. He knew it.
Oh, that'd be a little tough over there.
Cyrus here with a tricky. Yep.
Yeah, that's the risk you do when you go long.
Matthew here having to go to a knee. Great
Good
putt.
putt.
Corey to save par.
Sorry, I just realized I was right in your line.
Here's Brad for birdie.
So 2 holes in a row. Corey par, Brad birdie.
Slowly coming back.
Absolutely.
Drive back.
And a good birdie from Tyler as well.
Make sure I walked right directly in your line, and then I'd stop. As soon as I stopped, I'm like, oh shoot.
All around, pretty solid for the group. On the hole 12, one of my favorite holes, par 4, 648 feet. OB down the right side over the road. It's kind of just a big bomber hole. Your goal is to get as far up here as you possibly can, because up on this green, this hill down the backside by the pin, you're going to see a lot of rollaways down there. So the easier you can make this approach, the better off you're going to be. That's looking real good from Brad.
It's a great shot.
Yep. Somewhere a little past that pole is kind of what I think most people are looking for.
I prefer to be on the left side on this hole. I just feel like suits my shot a little bit better going into the green.
And for me, it's almost the opposite. I like being on the right side. I like having a little backhand approach on it. I feel like I take the hill a little bit less. It's a little bit less in contention there.
Yeah.
Oh, might be turned over a little much.
Back.
There was a pretty strong left to right wind that as soon as it turns over, it just doesn't want to hyzer back. Yep, that's going to be OB.
It was a bomb, though.
Oh, it was.
See what Corey can do here.
Yeah, he knows to start that really left. Does that have enough stability? It does.
You know, I'm
Oh
surprised
my
he didn't park
goodness.
it, though.
That is a crush. Ooh, good save. Needs a little bit of height. And it gives
That
him a
should be
butt.
fine, though.
Yeah.
That kind of takes the hill out of the putt. A little wide. Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be a little long. That's going to be down the hill. And usually when it goes over the hill, it goes far over the hill.
That'll be a scary putt for him.
Yeah. Oh, Cyrus got pretty far up there, too. Needs to sit. Ah! It might have been too perfect on the pole. You can tell he was pretty upset with that.
Yeah, you never know how it rolls. Sometimes it curls up, sometimes it rolls all the way down the hill.
That needs to sit, too. Yep.
Yeah, just like that.
Oh, Cyrus rolled so far. Brad did, too.
Yeah, really from there, all you're doing is laying up. Because if you hit the cage again, roll down, you got that same putt.
Good thing to note, too, that parking lot gravel on the right side is OB as well. I've seen quite a few approaches get that far. That was a great par save from Matthew.
Good putt.
And a great birdie from Tyler. It's a scary putt.
It is.
25, 30 feet, hill behind you.
Yeah, you miss and you're
It's a 5.
50-foot putt.
Yeah, it's a
uphill.
5 at best almost. Cyrus contemplating life right there.
That was me all day. Moving on to hole 13, it's a par 3, 245 feet. It's another just tight hyzer line that you really got to cut it short, but you can't cut it too short because that big tree on the right.
Goes about 90 degrees to the right. That's probably the most popular play you're going to see, and probably the most popular result you're going to see.
Or you have this play here, which is surprising with the wind that was going on that day.
Yeah, I feel like he maybe didn't need to risk that, but
Yeah. because then you bring in the OB.
Yeah. That's looking good from Brad. Maybe a little bit deep. Misses everything. Hey, that
Good
works.
shot.
Yep.
Another standstill from him.
He's just a whip of a forehand, though.
That's what makes this hole hard right here. You think you hit the line and you go too straight, or you hit these first little trees on the right.
Might be a little deep. Yeah.
A very touchy shot.
It's almost the same thing as hole 7, just the opposite.
Yeah.
Bend to the right instead of to the left. That looked like a pretty good run. Looks like it caught a couple branches at the end, but Corey's putting himself right around circle's edge again.
Get up, dude.
He's been there all day.
Yep. Come on, Cyrus. Ah! I like the effort. It was a good looking putt. There's too many leaves in the way.
Yeah, you're really starting to run out of time now with Corey's lead.
Yep. Birdies are going to have to happen. Nice birdie from Blakely.
That's not.
Is Brad going to get another one? Oh, it's a little right.
Yeah, you really can't miss those right now with being down 6 strokes.
I don't want to say he's out of it, because he's definitely not out of it, but
He's going to need some help.
yeah, the clock is ticking. Especially if Corey's also missing low, you gotta capitalize.
And then also these last few holes are...
Hole 14, par 4, 552 feet. Another one that really, if you can bomb it, you're going to play this hole usually pretty well. You want to get up somewhere in this distance right up here. Making it to the tree line, in my opinion, is an absolute crush.
About 500 feet from the tree line.
Yep. OB down the right side. I doubt it's going to come into play too much.
You'll see a lot of people finish off left down here.
Yeah, the left side kind of opens up the forehand approach or the turnover backhand approach. Little less trees in the way on the left side.
That's a good shot.
That's a great turn, great fade. Yeah, really great drive. Expecting another big flip up here. Yeah.
Looks like we might be getting a little rain now again.
Yeah, it's looking like it. Right up near that tree line, that's going to be a pretty straightforward approach for Corey. Yeah, the umbrellas came out. That's another good drive for Brad, too, yeah.
A little low, it looks like.
Yeah, a little bit. A little turned over, never really came back, it seemed, but...
That's a good skip right
yeah,
there.
Great approach. Leaves him probably circle's edge, maybe a little bit closer.
Needs to get right.
Yeah. And this is why he went to the left side.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. That forehand, wide forehand around is a pretty popular play.
Another great shot.
Yeah, looking like possibility of a lot of birdies on this one. If Corey doesn't hit the putt for eagle. We need to sit. It's gonna be
a tester.
Yeah.
Still got a lot of wind to deal with as well.
Good putt from Corey. Good birdie. Brad looking to follow suit.
He needs this to have any shot. Oh.
It's the left side. He missed right on the last hole. Missing left this time. He's trying to figure it out. Make those corrections. Good putt, though. It's a good par save.
Might be seeing a little bit of fatigue from the players as well. I mean, third round in 2 days with the weather conditions we've had. It's just,
The rain looks like it started to come back a little
Yeah.
bit. It's pretty mentally draining.
another good birdie there.
It's a great birdie. This is another one that I feel like you want to get.
Yes.
You walk up to the hole and you're like, all right, a couple decent drive, decent approach should put you in birdie look.
Moving on to hole 15, we got a par 3, 340 feet. The only thing that's really in the way is that tree in the middle of the fairway. You do get a lot of rollaways down to that OB road right there, but other than that, it's another straightforward hole.
Yeah, the slope is pretty significant. So if you're going to go with this wide backhand, you got to make sure you put it pretty wide. It's going to give him a look. It's going to be a pretty tricky putt, but that's a pretty popular play, the wide forehand around the big tree.
This definitely brings the rollaway into play a lot more, though.
Yeah, I agree. Forehand's at a little bit too low.
Looks like we're having a tight race for second place, though.
Yeah, oh yeah. Couple 14 downs, couple 12s. Brad, that may need a little bit of height. No,
Keep
that's going to
pushing.
push. Yep. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
great
it's
shot.
absolutely perfect. That's looking great from Cyrus, too.
That is. Needs to sit.
Yeah, absolutely
perfect.
perfect. Good drives from the group.
Surprisingly, Corey was the farthest one out.
Ooh, a little unfortunate roll, but he should be fine from there.
But circles edge putt for birdie.
Yeah, you can tell
There's that roll.
Yeah, he was
Rolled up,
cautious
though.
about that. The hill definitely got in his head a little bit, it seemed. Great putt.
Good birdie.
I love that little spin putt.
Forward to save par here.
Perfect. Also a good par save from Blakely. Great birdie from Brad.
Looks like we'll have 3 birdies and 2 pars. Which, you know, this hole's definitely a birdie or a par kind of hole.
Yeah. Good birdie from Cyrus as well. Last score update, 3 holes to go. Corey Ellis sitting at 21 under par. Tyler and Brad both at 15. 6 strokes. Only a couple holes left.
Be tough to do.
Possible, but still doable. You never know. Hole 16, par 3, 302 feet. There is OB long on this hole that I don't think we caught in the flyover. It's probably about 30 feet long, I'd say.
30, 40 feet long.
Yeah. What makes this hole hard is the tee shot here. You can't see the basket. It's going straight uphill pretty much. You don't want to hit the trees. Pretty good drive from Tyler.
That's looking pretty good right
That's
there.
looking really good. Yep. Great shot from
shot.
Brad.
A little high.
Yeah, might hyzer out on
Oh,
him.
wow.
Nah, that's perfect. He's got plenty of distance.
Needs flip.
Yeah, needs a little bit of turn. You can see that OB on the right side. He actually got pretty close to it.
It's like a mid-range right here.
Yep. It's a little bit of turn.
Oh, he's a sit.
Ooh.
Oh, he does go OB long.
That's tough. It's still going to be a circle's edge putt probably to save par.
Yeah.
Why not?
Especially with a couple close contenders sitting there looking at a birdie maybe. A little low. Could be a two-stroke swing.
I think that was his first bogey of the round, actually.
It's the first one I remember him taking in quite a long time.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at that happy gallery out there.
All 7 people.
Brave in the weather. I applaud you. Good birdie from Brad.
Cuts it to 4 strokes with 2 holes.
Yeah, I mean, it's tightening up a little bit. I mean, hole 17 could see a bogey, could see a double, but
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
you never know.
You can. There's a lot of tree kicks possible. Right?
Yeah.
So moving on to hole 17, it's a par 3, 293 feet. It's open to start out with, and then a tight left turn here going into a very tight fairway, if you want to call it that.
Lots of little trees.
Yeah. Most popular play here is just either a big hyzer or just a hyzer right up the gut.
Yeah, if you go big hyzer around,
You gotta get it high enough.
Yeah. That's definitely the common mistake. Just a little bit too low.
You can catch those trees on the right.
And that's a hard scramble.
This is another play. It's there is little openings over here to the left.
Oh, I love it.
You can sneak just like that,
Oh, I love it.
and he'll have a 25-footer from there.
Yeah, maybe not even that long. That was a great shot from Brad. Cyrus electing to go more down the middle, maybe a little bit too high, yeah.
Yeah, that left gap closes up though during the year. Once those leaves grow in.
The more traditional play up the gut.
Little skip. Oh,
But that's the danger. You
Yep.
feel like you hit the line, but there's a little tree that you hit instead.
see if you can come back from that bogey on the last hole.
I think I'm a little surprised to not see him go over the top, but when you're putting it that close to the basket,
Yeah, wow.
can't argue with that play. Tyler's got to go with a little cut roller forehand, it looks like. That's tough. Executed pretty well, though.
I don't think you can do it any better than that, though.
Yeah, he needed to hit something and stop eventually. He's shaking his head no. It's a hard spot to be because you're not too far from the basket. There's just so many little trees in
There's
the
just
way.
no real line to the basket
Yeah.
from anywhere. He's somewhere over there.
It was a hard up and down from where he was.
It was.
That's the danger of going over the top, though. Maybe that's
That's a
why
good
Corey
birdie.
elected not to do it.
Yeah. Especially there. I mean, again, there was a lot of wind out there on Sunday. Just
Yeah.
he's got a 4-stroke lead, just trying to maintain it.
It's a great putt from Brad. Let's see if Corey can do the same. Also a
Maintaining
great
that 4-stroke lead right there with that great birdie.
Yep. Tyler here to tap in his bogey. A little frustrating at second and last hole today, but he risked it. He was trying to get a couple
Yeah.
strokes, maybe going high.
Still only 1 shot back from second.
Yep. And a good putt from Blakely as well. Coming into our final hole of the Lexington Open, hole 18, par 3, 276 feet. I think it's safe to say that without a disaster, it's looking like Corey's going to walk away with it. But
there is possibility for disaster.
Disaster could happen.
That hill and the OB road.
Rollaways happen. Brad's looking like he's going to park it, pretty much.
Yep, another 15-footer.
Corey here to pretty much secure the victory. And guys, I think that might do it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get closer to that without going in the basket.
Way to end his round. Nice little park job to end it off. Also a great drive there as well from Cyrus. 3 for 3 on the drives.
You know, that right side, that putt from the right side's dangerous because just the drop off.
Yep.
Good shot, Matt.
Also great for Matthew.
I know that right side way too well. That is always when my shot lands.
Could we go 5 for 5 on the drives? Yeah, I'll call that 5 for 5.
Yeah,
All 5 really good drives.
I'd say all in the circle.
Could we end on a star frame? Great
There's
putt
one.
from Cyrus. It's a good way to end your round.
It is. Always feels good to end on a birdie.
May not be exactly the placement he was looking for. I know he wants to win out here, but still a good end to the round. Good putt from Tyler as well.
Yeah, at this point in my round, I was just trying to go home.
Guys, your 2021 Lexington Open champion, Corey Ellis, shooting a scorching hot 22 under par over the 3 rounds. Absolutely ridiculous, given the weather.
It was unbelievable. Yeah, in that weather, the rain, the wind, it just didn't really faze him at all.
He played fantastic the entire weekend. Really not too much more to say about that. Definitely a couple other close contenders, but it was Corey's game kind of to begin with. Gave him a run for his money at the end, but you've been watching Pure Flight's productions of the Lexington Open, and we'll see you all next time.